baseball bats, playing cards, and Alex Rodriguez. What do these three things have to do with you achieving everything you want in life and really getting the outcomes you desire? My name is Benjamin Harvey, and welcome to this month's video newsletter. In America lives a man who is famous for his mindset coaching and working with a variety of people, including some of the top professional sporting athletes of the world. His name is Jim Fannin, and he is the author of a book called S.C.O.R.E for Life. Now, one of the things Jim likes to do with his top performing athletes is teach them three critical elements to ensuring that they achieve whatever it is they desire in their chosen sport. Now, these three elements is, first of all, to define the essence of their mastercraft. Second of all is to make sure they do a huge amount of mental rehearsal. And third of all is to work on their intuition. So I just want to go through each of these three so you can put them into your own life and actually utilize the same strategies that world-class athletes are using to ensure that when you set a goal or you want to go out there and create something great or do what you love, then you have the right resources by your side. Jim was working with Alex Rodriguez, who is a famous American baseball player. Jim asked Alex exactly what he wanted to achieve in this sport of baseball. And Alex said he wanted to be the greatest home run hitter of all time. And Jim said that's a fair goal, so let's sit down and work out what the essence of that actually is. So they sat down and had a bit of a discussion about what it is that makes an incredible home run hitter. Is it the strength in the upper body? Is it their ability to run quickly? Is it their ability to pick the ball and understand what sort of a pitch is coming their way? Or is it their ability to hit the ball as hard as they can to get it over into the outfield, beyond the fences and into the breaches, so to speak? After a lengthy discussion, what they discovered was that the most important thing that Alex needed to perfect, as in the absolute essence of his craft to become the greatest home run hitter, was to hit the ball flat with an accelerated bat. In fact, if he just perfected that, he wouldn't need to do much else. Because when you hit a home run in baseball, you don't actually have to run around the different bases. You can actually walk if you want to, because a home run depicts that you've hit it well and truly out of the stadium. Now, this is not always what a home run is, but generally this is the gist of how it works. So if Alex could hit the ball flat with an accelerated bat, he would be able to send that ball as far as he could over and out of the stadium. Now, the second thing that Jim asked Alex to do was begin a huge amount of mental rehearsal. And so what Alex used to do was mentally rehearse hitting that ball perfectly flat every single time. I mean, he had it right down to the sound inside his head that the ball hits, that cracking sound when you hit the ball perfectly. And he actually had the entire swing. He saw it go out of the stadium. I mean, he had the whole thing completely perfected. So once he had understood the essence of his mastercraft, then he went and embarked on a huge amount of mental rehearsal. And he only rehearsed this one thing, which was hitting the ball flat with the accelerated bat. Now, the third thing that Jim got Alex to do was to really perfect and work on his intuition. So Jim used to play Alex pitches that occurred in games previous to the one that he was going to play. And the pitcher would get ready to pitch, and as he was ready to pitch, Jim would pause the video and say, "Now, Alex, what does your intuition say this kind of ball is? Is it a fast ball, a low ball, a curve ball, a drop ball?" And Alex would have to use his intuition to interpret what sort of pitch was coming his way. They also used a range of other things as well, like playing cards. So they would sit there and Jim would flip over just random playing cards, and he'd get Alex to guess the card before he flipped the card over. And in doing so, he was able to harness Alex's intuition to make him far more intuitive when he's out there attempting to hit the ball flat with an accelerated bat. So what does this mean for you, and how do you put it into action? Well, first of all, next time you set a goal, ask yourself that ever important question. What is the core essence that will allow me to achieve this goal effectively? So what is the essence of the craft that you're doing? Certainly in my field of personal development and assisting people to live their mission and do what they love most in life, I have determined that the essence of my mastercraft is to focus my attention on their heart's desires. And what I mean by that is when someone sits down in front of me when I'm working with a client or a student, all I have to do is focus all of my attention on what they desire most in life inside their heart. And if I do that, I find that accelerates their ability to create what they love most. So, as mentioned, what I would do is define the essence of your mastercraft. Once you've done that, then embark on a huge amount of mental rehearsal. Jim didn't say just a small amount of mental rehearsal. He said a huge amount of mental rehearsal. Once you've done a huge amount of mental rehearsal, then work out activities to harness and strengthen your intuition. One of them is trying to predict and interpret what the next playing card is going to be. Another one that I used to do is get two different coloured pens and throw them over my head with my eyes closed and try and work out which colour pen landed on which side behind me. There are many other ways to harness your intuition, but please focus on those three things. The essence of your master craft, understanding how to do a huge amount of mental rehearsal, and harnessing your intuition for the better. I hope this has been beneficial. If you've liked the newsletter, if it's been valuable to you, please tweet it, Pinterest it, forward it, post it, Facebook it, share it with your friends, do whatever you can. But more importantly, go out there, set some meaningful goals, and use those 3 core accelerators to see what kind of results you can get. And please let us know about the results you're getting. Send us an email, info@authenticeducation.com.au, because we love to hear about the successes of people just like you. Until we meet again, share your light, live your love, and do whatever it takes to be your own best friend. I'll see you soon.